I've made over $115 million in my career. And it's crazy because I didn't have any special skills. There was no prior education on this. I wasn't an expert. I was a nobody online. I had no big following. I wasn't famous. I didn't try to leverage other people's traffic to buy my stuff like Etsy or Amazon. And I did it practically free minus a booking link. ClickFunnels software at the time, we actually use Elite360now.io, and a little grit and determination. And I even did it in my parents' spare bedroom, which was probably about the size of the bedroom I'm in right now, about 300 square feet. In today's video, I'm just gonna break this down for you guys completely raw and transparently, and I'm not gonna use a script or anything. I just have some bullet points to make sure I don't miss anything. And I'm gonna tell you guys about my story and how to get your own idea with examples, how to create blue ocean offers, how to drive traffic. And this is gonna probably be one of the most valuable videos you watch this year because there's very few people in the space who have done this much revenue in such a short time window. And I'm gonna try to make every video I drop better and better and better. And hopefully you guys have seen that in the last few videos. And I wanna help you guys for free for one of two reasons. The first is I've made a lot of money. $115 million, like I'm set at 30% profit margins, like I don't really have to make more money. But number two is if I can help you guys make money for free, or I can build trust with you and you can get some results this way, I'll earn your trust and then hopefully I can earn your business down the line because I do like running my businesses and obviously the end goal is to make a profit by helping people. So I started trying to sell a $47 fitness program at 22 years old. That was the first time I tried building a business because before that point, I was very interested in athletics and I played basketball and Division I football and I wanted to play in the NFL. And that was my life until about 22 years old. Now from 22 to 25, I only made $2,000 and it was humiliating to say the least because everything up to my life to that point, I'd been successful in. I had straight A's. I was really good with the girls. I was really good at athletics. I was pretty much a big man on campus, or so it felt like. And I was really struggling and failing at this and people were laughing at me. And I was living at home and I didn't have a nice car and I couldn't take girls out. And I really lost a lot of self-esteem from this. At that point, when I was 25, I switched to selling high ticket fitness programs at $1,500 plus. So these were usually 3 or 4 month long programs. And that's where things really started to take off. And I made $1 million in a year and I got my first award from ClickFunnels for using their software. And their software just helps you build sales pages and websites. And I'll get a little bit into that later, but nothing super crazy, but it was a software I used. And I'm really grateful for finding ClickFunnels. And I did so well that trainers from all over started to ask me for help because they'd seen my success in building an online successful fitness company and they wanted me to show them how I did it. Now, at first I resisted because I didn't want to become some guru because to be quite honest, they get a lot of hate on the internet. There's always someone posting or spouting something about how this guy does this or he's not really good at what he does or he rips people off. And I was aware of that and I didn't really want to go down that path. But I had a specific couple that came to me and I remember they looked at me and said, hey, look, you're our last hope, so to speak. We have 10K left and if this doesn't work, we're going to quit and go back to our jobs. And I knew that I could help them, and so I did. And I decided to start taking on clients. The next year was even crazier, and this was the craziest year of my life. This was 26 turning 27, so this would be, 2019, somewhere around that point. And I did over $10 million that year doing business consulting for personal trainers. And I got another award from ClickFunnels. It was called the 10X Awards for doing $10 million a year. And then I got even more recognition and my name got outside of the fitness industry and people started asking me for help outside of fitness, right? So they said, hey, I don't have a fitness business or a fitness company, but can you help me? And so again, I said yes, and I started helping those individuals. And the next year we did 15 million. And then after that, I did $25 million a year for a few years, and I won the $100 million award from ClickFunnels to show and prove that I've done at least $100 million in revenue, and here I am.